When we look at Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night, our eyes usually go straight to the sky. We notice the swirling blue movement. We notice the glowing stars. We notice the bright moon on the right side. And we may feel that the whole painting is alive with motion. But after a moment, there is another shape we cannot ignore. On the left side of the painting, a tall, dark cypress tree rises from the foreground. It is not bright. It is not peaceful. It does not shine like the stars. And yet, it has one of the strongest presences in the entire painting. So why is it there? Why did Van Gogh place this dark, flame-like tree in front of such a beautiful night sky? And how does this one dark shape change the meaning of the Starry Night? To understand this, we need to look at the cypress not as a background detail, but as one of the key elements of the painting. At first, the Starry Night may look like a landscape. There is a village below. There are hills in the distance. There is a sky full of stars. And there is a tall tree in the foreground. But Van Gogh does not paint these elements in a calm, ordinary way. The sky moves. The stars pulse. The moon glows with strong energy. Even the hills seem to bend and flow. Everything feels slightly unstable, as if the whole world is breathing, turning, or trembling. In the middle of this movement, the cypress tree stands like a dark vertical force. It rises from the bottom of the painting and reaches upward into the sky. This is important because most of the painting moves horizontally or in curves. The hills stretch across the background. The village lies quietly at the bottom. The clouds and swirls move across the sky. The stars pull our eyes from one point to another, but the cypress moves differently. It moves upward. Its shape cuts through the painting from the earth toward the heavens. Because of this, the cypress becomes a bridge between two worlds. Below it, there is the village, small houses, quiet roofs, a church steeple, a human world that feels still and asleep. Above it, there is the sky, huge stars, a bright moon, swirling movement, a world that feels cosmic, emotional, and almost spiritual. The cypress connects these two areas. It does not belong completely to the village, and it does not belong completely to the sky. It stands between them. This is one reason the tree feels so powerful. It is not just part of the landscape. It is a visual link between the human world and something much larger. The shape of the cypress also matters. It is tall, narrow, and dark. Its outline rises like a flame. It almost seems to twist upward, echoing the movement of the sky. This creates an interesting contrast. The stars and moon shine with light. The cypress absorbs light. The sky is open and wide. The cypress is dense and heavy. The stars feel distant. The cypress feels close. The sky pulls our eyes outward. The cypress pulls us back to the foreground. Because of this contrast, the painting becomes more dramatic. If the cypress were removed, the Starry Night would still be beautiful. The sky would still be full of movement. The stars would still glow. The village would still sit quietly below. But the painting would feel less intense. It might feel more like a beautiful night scene. The cypress changes that. It adds weight. It adds darkness. It adds mystery. It gives the painting a stronger emotional and symbolic depth. This is why the tree is so important. It prevents the painting from becoming only beautiful. It makes the beauty feel more serious. In many interpretations, the cypress tree is connected with ideas of death, mourning, and the soul. This is because cypress trees have long been associated with cemeteries and burial places in parts of Europe and the Mediterranean world. They are often seen as trees that point upward, toward the heavens. Because of their shape and cultural meaning, they can suggest a connection between life and death, earth and sky, the human body and the soul. This does not mean that the Starry Night has only one fixed meaning. Van Gogh did not leave a simple explanation saying, "This tree means exactly this." But the symbolism of the cypress gives us a useful way to read the painting. The tree can be seen as a sign of mortality. It reminds us that human life is limited. The village below is small and quiet. The sky above is huge and eternal, and the cypress stands between them, like a reminder that human beings live between the earthly and the infinite. This is one reason the Starry Night can feel so existential. It is not just asking us to look at a pretty night sky, it seems to ask deeper questions. Where do we belong in a universe so large? Why does beauty sometimes feel mixed with loneliness? Why does the night feel peaceful and disturbing at the same time? The cypress helps create this feeling. It brings darkness into a painting filled with light. And because it is placed so close to the viewer, we cannot avoid it. The stars may be beautiful, but the cypress is immediate. It stands in front of us. It interrupts the view. It blocks part of the sky. It demands attention. This is a very strong compositional choice. Van Gogh could have painted the sky more openly. He could have kept the foreground empty. He could have made the village and stars the main focus. Instead, he places this dark tree on the left side, almost like a gate or a silent witness. It makes us feel as if we are standing near the tree, looking past it into the night. This changes our relationship with the painting. We are not floating in the sky. We are still on the earth. The cypress reminds us of gravity. It reminds us of the ground. It holds the painting down while the sky moves above it. At the same time, the tree also pulls our eyes upward. Its vertical shape leads us from the bottom of the painting toward the stars. So the cypress has two opposite roles. It anchors the painting, and it lifts the painting. It keeps the composition grounded, but it also points towards something beyond the ground. This double role makes it one of the most meaningful elements in the Starry Night. The village below feels calm, but also distant. It is quiet, structured, and small. The sky above feels alive, emotional, and overwhelming. The cypress stands between these two moods. It belongs to the darkness of the earth, but it reaches toward the light of the sky. This is why it can feel lonely. It is close to the village, but not part of it. It reaches toward the stars, but never touches them. It stands alone, dark and silent, between human life and the vast universe. That loneliness is not loud. It is not dramatic in an obvious way, but it is there. And once we notice it, the painting begins to feel different. The bright stars no longer feel purely comforting. The moon no longer feels only beautiful. The moving sky no longer feels only decorative. Everything becomes more complicated. Light and darkness exist together. Beauty and anxiety exist together. Stillness and movement exist together. Life and death seem to exist in the same image. This is what gives the Starry Night its lasting power. The painting does not offer one simple emotion. It holds several emotions at once. The sky can feel hopeful. The village can feel peaceful. The cypress can feel lonely, dark, and symbolic. Together, these elements create a painting that feels larger than a landscape. It becomes a visual reflection of human existence. We live in a world of ordinary houses, quiet streets, and daily routines. But above us and inside us, there is something much larger. There are fears. There are hopes. There are questions we cannot fully answer. There is a desire to reach beyond what we can see. The cypress gives form to that desire. It rises from the earth like a dark question. It does not explain itself. It does not shine. It does not comfort us in a simple way, but it gives the painting depth. Without it, the Starry Night might feel lighter. With it, the painting feels more human. Because human life is not made only of brightness. It also contains shadow, silence, loneliness, memory, and the awareness that we are small in front of something vast. So when we look again at the Starry Night, the cypress should not be treated as a side detail. It is one of the reasons the painting feels so unforgettable. The stars may guide our eyes, the moon may attract our attention, the swirling sky may create movement, But the dark cypress gives the painting its weight. It connects the earth to the heavens. It stands between life and death. It turns a beautiful night scene into something deeper, stranger, and more symbolic. And maybe that is why we keep returning to this painting. Not only because the sky is beautiful, but because the darkness in front of the sky makes that beauty feel more meaningful. Sometimes the most important part of a painting is not the brightest thing. Sometimes it is the dark shape that helps us understand the light.